Hey everyone, you're listening to Nerd Boys Comic Blog. I'm Marco.
And I'm Andrea.
And today we're talking about trailers. Over the weekend, we had a bunch of new trailers including Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, not multiverse, Battle Angel Alita, and of course, Ready Player One.
Is there anything else?
Oh, no, there's plenty of other stuff we're going to talk about.
Oh, just those trailers in general right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Timestamps will be in the description down below. But without any further ado, do you want to get into the big one, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Why do I keep screwing this up? Especially since Spider-Verse is an actual storyline from the comic.
I'm just wondering what characters are going to be introduced, because there's only a few voice actors already being shown.
Yeah.
And we already have Aaron Davis, voice actor. We have Jefferson?
Yeah, Jefferson Davis.
And then Miles, and then one other actor is involved, but we don't know who he's playing as, but there's rumors.
Yeah, the current cast list is pretty short, but I think that's just because they don't want to give away too many spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
From the trailer, you can already tell, Miles' uncle, the Prowler's involved. You can tell that Peter's dead in this universe, but this is also called the Spider-Verse, so we have many different Spider-Man characters who might show up, like Peter Parker from Another World, Ben Reilly, Gwen Stacy, maybe, Silk, Jessica Drew, just a bunch of spiders.
Do you think we'll get, what's the other daughter of...
Mayday Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also another one, isn't there? There's Mayday, and then there's another one. Anime.
Yeah. So there's plenty of characters who could show up, and since Sony does technically own the movie rights to all these characters, I think they could just pull out everything that fans have been kind of wanting to see in a Spider-Man movie, especially like an animated Spider-Man movie. Mm-hmm. I'm really glad that the director for this one is Chris Miller.
I really hope they don't involve any of the Spider-Man characters that came out in the new cartoon.
Oh, so
you know how I love Spider-Gwen, but I've kind of fallen out of it because she's become so popular. And once you start making a character so popular, a lot of the things start seeming out of character.
Yeah, there's a lot of oversaturation for Gwen Stacy right now, especially in her new Spider-Gwen series. And it looks like they're kind of trying to change it up with her character, trying to not include her in that much stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Because the fad is kind of dying out.
Yeah, and now with that cartoon that came out, the one with Peter, Miles, Gwen, and some other girl. I forgot her name.
Aranya?
Yeah, those four. All four of them are in one cartoon together, and I'm like, I don't like anybody's relationship in this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be way better. Into the Spider-Verse is probably going to be a way better animated Spider-Man thing than most that we've got in the past, because we had Ultimate Spider-Man, we had the new current Spider-Man show, and then I think they're probably just going to reboot it again within the next 3 years.
You said something about a director, right?
Yes, Chris Miller. He worked on 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and the Lego Movie. And before he was fired, he used to work on the Han Solo movie with his buddy Phil Lord.
Oh, okay. I've only seen 2 movies of the ones that you talked about, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I can see some of the inspiration in that.
Yeah, you can tell, Sony Animation, they are kind of an animation studio that's hit or miss for me, because Cloudy is pretty good.
The second one was pretty...
The second one. The first Hotel Transylvania, I like it a lot. But then they do other stuff like the Emoji Movie, Sausage Party, a bunch of...
I've never seen those 2, so I'm okay.
Yeah, and then the Smurfs movies are pretty bad.
Never saw that one either.
Well, you kind of saved yourself there. But
Yay!
Lord and Miller kind of helped make the good Sony animated movies, of course, the first 2 Cloudy with a Chance Meatball movies.
I didn't like the second one that much. I mean, it had its funny things, but it wasn't it
wasn't the best.
Yeah, the first one was okay. I love that one. It was more emotional.
Yeah. But they worked on one of the best animated movies in the past 5 years.
I just want to talk about how people were dissing it because of how it's going to look or anything like that. Just going to say haters are going to hate, and this movie's pretty good. I love the animation. Yeah,
there's always going to be those people on the internet who just hate everything to hate it.
Yeah.
But this actually looks like a much more interesting Spider-Man movie than, alright, controversial opinion, this looks kind of better than Homecoming to me.
Really?
A little bit. Just because I'm interested in the approach and the whole idea of opening up the Spider-Verse.
Well, I feel that this is a lot more... It's hard to do Peter Parker because everybody knows Peter Parker. And we already have 3 different versions of Peter Parker at this point.
And I love Tom Holland as Peter Parker. And I'm a huge Peter Parker fan, but this feels kind of fresh and new.
Yeah, and it's vibrant because it's not, I mean, it has its dark side. It probably will show a lot of dark sides to this movie, but it's Miles Morales, which he is like
He's
testing
the younger
out.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This is probably like his origin story. And also, like, speaking of dark things, I think Lee Shriver's character in the movie, he's probably going to be the villain, Morlun, who's also the villain in Spider-Verse.
Oh, okay.
So that might be why Peter Parker in this universe is dead. He was killed by Morlun.
But I like how in the end of that trailer, we see Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Like, we know for sure that looks like Peter Parker.
We're getting another Peter Parker.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a flashback, then this is definitely going to be our another parallel universe Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And he died at 27.
Which is so sad.
So it's like a weird age that everyone always dies at.
Yeah.
Which means
It's that famous age. Okay, that's getting too dark. Anyways. I like the vibe. I like the color. I think I'm going to enjoy the mood of it. It's so vibrant, so pretty. It looks very happy. But I know it's going to have its dark side and everything. But I mean, like, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it almost looks like mixed media, where it's a collection of different animation styles and ways of creating animated stuff. Like, it looks CG, but also looks kind of like claymation, and also has like a pop comic style to it.
Yeah. Like, I saw moments of it that looked like flat version. Like, it looked like, how can I put it? It looked comic book style.
Yeah.
Rather than three-dimensional CGI.
Yeah, some of it kind of looks like matte painting sometimes.
Yeah.
With like different styles of shading, and it looks really great.
Mm-hmm. Which I feel like it kind of reminded me of the Batman Ninja.
Yeah, kind of, a little bit.
But, I mean, Batman Ninja, you can tell the heavy CGI on it.
Yeah. And this one, Sony Animation is notoriously known to be like really cheap. And like they have their animators working night and day for very little money. That's how Sausage Party was made for like 20 million, I think.
Wow.
But it looks like almost as good as a Pixar movie that spends like 10 times that budget.
Jesus.
So I'm hoping they aren't working these people to death on this one, because it looks way better than Sausage Party. But it's also a Spider-Man thing, so they probably spent more money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But speaking of Bendis and all his great work.
Oh, we're going there.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Jessica Jones season 2.
Well, I haven't even seen season 1. I've only seen a few episodes that you like forced me to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite Defenders shows.
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
I mean, I like season 1. I hope season 2 is just as good, if not better. And I think we might be getting more of David Tennant, because we saw him in a bunch
Like
of set photos.
flashbacks?
No, like PTSD, kind of.
Oh, like, I guess kind of like schizophrenia style?
Not
Like,
so much schizophrenia, just like that she hasn't left her mind yet.
the
'Cause
power or like him, the memories?
who knows? Maybe a little bit of both.
So it's like Legion.
Kind of. Maybe. I think we're going a little bit more into the
I'm
psychological
just
side
gonna
of it.
reference Legion into everything.
Yeah.
Just like so it's like Legion.
So they're saying he's like David Haller.
But I don't know. All I know is that guy's creepy, and I wouldn't want to ever come across that kind of person.
Yeah, and it's so sad that he used his Doctor Who voice and his accent for that one. Because now there's just like the creep factor for Doctor Who's intensified.
Yeah.
Charles and I were talking about this off the podcast, but we think that season 2 of both Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are going to go further into the whole experimenting that has gone on in the series, the Netflix shows, because both Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are
Experiments?
kind of like even Daredevil, because the chemicals that went to Matt Murdock's eyes are from the same company that made Luke, and also the same company that had a truck that crashed into Jessica when she was a teenager.
Oh.
So there might be a big connection with all those three, and there might be a lot of other stuff, including the flashbacks, or not the flashbacks, but the visions that she has of the Purple Man stuff, and it looks like she has a new boyfriend too.
Yeah,
So
I don't know much of that actor.
Yeah.
But hopefully it turns out well.
Yeah, looks like she went from coffee to vanilla chai. But since we don't know that much about Jessica Jones, do you want to move on to the Marvel Rising thing, or should we just skip over that?
Oh, God. I'll talk about it, and I'll talk about how I don't like certain things, but I think I understand why it's like it.
I mean, I don't really want to defend this animated movie. I think it's going to be a movie. It might be a show, but
I hope it's just a movie.
yeah, a one-time only thing.
Yeah. Well, unless, they probably are going to send it off as a movie and then see if it hits well, they'll make it into a TV show.
Yeah, like DC Superhero Girls. And I definitely think this is, Marvel's attempt to really appeal to young girls, because 90% of the cast is all superhero girls.
Yeah, which I'm really upset about. I mean, I love Kamala Khan. I love Captain Marvel. I like Spider-Gwen. Who else was in it?
And they changed...
I don't know anything about Squirrel Girl.
Yeah. Oh, no. Marvel's been trying to push Squirrel Girl for the past, like, 3 years, and they've canceled her book, like, 3 times already. It's insane.
Then Quake is in it, which is the voice actress from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, right?
Yeah, Chloe Bennett.
Her. She's voicing herself, is all I know.
Yeah.
And then I know that, what's her name? The other one from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ming-Na Wen?
Yeah, she's also casted in this.
Yeah, she's
as
a villain. Yeah. And then we have Patriots, America Chavez. I don't know if you mentioned her.
I didn't mention her for a very specific reason.
Yeah, she's one of our most hated comic book characters right now.
She was great in Young Avengers, but I don't know.
Yeah, her solo series just plunged her into obscurity.
Like, I'm all about that LGBT and being Latina and all, but...
When you base a character entirely around those two things and nothing else...
Yeah, like, you can't make a character's... The reason other Marvel comics do so well is because not only is it, like, centered around them, but you also have a lot of things that affect them and make them grow better into better characters, and why they do good or why they do bad or anything. She's just the huge influence for everybody, that she's almighty, all perfect and everything. So she's the one influencing everybody. She's like, hey guys, I'm gonna become the Hokage. You better be a better ninja.
Yeah, pretty much.
No. I'm done with that kind of stuff.
She has no conflict, no tragedy, just, yeah.
But just the bullshit with her girlfriend, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's...
I stopped after a certain point.
Yeah. I know Spider-Man's like an Archie comic, but America Chavez is like a terrible Archie comic.
Yeah.
But enough about America. Let's go on to like the other characters, like Inferno, who's a...
Which I like Inferno, because I've been reading Secret Warriors. Inferno's pretty funny with Kamala Khan. They have an interesting interaction, so I hope if they do make this, that they show some of that interaction. Because Inferno and Quake are very headbutting each other constantly, while Kamala Khan and Inferno have more of a... Hey, yeah, I'll work with you. We'll throw some jokes at each other.
Yeah, I'm sure Inferno's just thrown in there to be like Kamala's boyfriend or Quake's boyfriend.
Please don't be.
Because it's for young girls, so you gotta have that hot guy.
No.
Literally, he's a hot guy.
You're funny, but no.
Yeah, but...
Do you think they can make a joke about how he's like a cheap knockoff of...
Human Torch?
Yeah.
Well,
because they did in the comics.
I could imagine that. I could imagine since...
But they don't have like any of the... the rights currently, right?
For animated stuff, they have all the rights.
Oh, really?
They can do as much as they want with direct-to-video or direct-to like TV animated stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With the movies, it's kind of more complicated. And now that they own Fox, they're probably going to scrap every Inhumans project. Like, this might be the last time we see a lot of Inhumans together on a team. I know you love Kamala, but she's probably going to go... No, she'll stay popular because she needs...
the comics?
Yeah.
She's doing really well in comics.
And she sells merchandise and stuff because people like to buy that stuff.
Like me.
Yeah. But other characters. Inferno, he's probably going to go away and we'll never see him again.
Well, he's only currently in Secret Warriors. At least that's the only part where I know him from.
Yeah. But the big push that Marvel had to put Inhumans in everything is probably going to wind down and go away. Because now we have the movie rights to the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, so we could push those characters again.
But guys, you don't understand my pain. Moon Girl's not in there, and she's Inhuman. You're telling me that she's just gonna get forgotten.
Maybe. Her sales are bad, and I know you love the character a lot, and she's pretty great for young girls. And it's a young girl comic, pretty much.
I'm not young.
No, you're not. But you enjoy reading stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it's something that's bright and cheery.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
And it's smart. It's witty. It has interesting characters in it. But I do have to admit the last few comics that have been coming out for Moon Girl have been quite disappointing because she doesn't have Double Dinosaur anymore.
Yeah, but that's just another thing that happens in comics. You need to change the status quo for like a few issues and then like switch it back to normal. Yeah, but this whole Marvel Rising Secret Warriors thing, it's DC superhero girls, but with Marvel characters.
Yeah.
It's Captain Marvel, she's probably going to be the leader, and all these young kids are going to be her students or mentees, and she's going to lead them on missions and stuff. And
Do you think there'll be like other character references in there?
Oh, I'm sure, like, because Ghost Spider, aka Spider-Gwen, she's gonna be like, oh, my friend Peter, or such and such.
But
Miles.
no, I mean like cameos.
Cameos?
From
Probably
other
not.
characters.
No,
I wish
think
they would like
references.
maybe Moon Girl. That'd be great. Please, just at least give me like a minute of her. That's all.
I will say Moon Girl probably wasn't included in this because she's so new, and they probably worked at least a year and a half.
That's why I'm upset, because I know that she's not old enough for people to want to put her somewhere.
Yeah. Also, not exactly popular enough.
Gah!
Yeah. But enough about bad stuff. Let's talk about something kind of better. Alita, Battle Angel.
Yeah, I have no idea about Alita. I tried reading it, and apparently I read another chapter that I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you went for like the second story arc.
Apparently there's Battle Angel Alita, then there's Battle Angel Alita Last Order, and then Battle Angel Alita Mars something.
Chronicles?
Mars Chronicles, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
I started reading Last Order first, and all I know, it was freaking crazy.
Star Wars has the First Order, Alita has the Last Order. I'm really excited about this movie because it might be the very first manga adaptation that's worth watching from America.
My only thing to say is, this is the major we deserve.
This is the Ghost in the Shell we all needed this year. Or last year, depending on when you're listening to this.
I honestly don't mind her eyes as much as other people do. Like, I find it adorable. She's a freaking cyborg, guys. Like,
Yeah.
calm the hell down.
She's a killer robot that... No, okay, so this is like Pinocchio, but Pinocchio, instead of being a boy, a puppet boy, is now a killer female robot.
Okay, that was a weird reference.
It's kind of like Pinocchio.
I get it.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. It looks good. I like it. I like a lot of the direction of it. Like, there was a part in the trailer that I really liked. I guess it's when that other cyborg guy grabbed her neck and she like pushed him down.
Oh, yeah.
That fast action was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff in this, like, not Guillermo del Toro, but if you want to go to the history of the development of this movie, which has been in the works for like 17, 18 years now, James Cameron back in 2000 was handed a copy of Battle Angel from Guillermo del Toro, and ever since like 2000, he's like been pushing for this movie to be made. And he was kind of working on this while doing Avatar and trying to get this greenlit, and since Avatar was such a success, that actually was like the biggest push to get Battle Angel made. And I guess he passed it on to Robert Rodriguez to direct. And Robert Rodriguez is one of my favorite directors, not because he does like really amazing work, just because he does schlocky work. Because he's done the Spy Kids movies, he's done Planet Terror, the El Mariachi series, and then he's done the Machete movies.
So do you think Danny... That's his name, right?
Danny
Trejo and Antonio Banderas. Is he going to be in this?
Maybe not. But it'd be fun if they did have cameos. I think the best part of a Robert Rodriguez movie is the action. So I think Battle Angel Alita will definitely have the action that I want. And maybe even some of the cool anime fights that we all deserve in a live action movie.
Yeah, I hope it looks pretty cool. Because, I mean, I think the whole point of her story is that she used to or is going to become like a hunter.
Yeah, so like a cyborg cop person mercenary.
Yeah, kind of, or like a bounty hunter.
Nice. So a better Boba Fett.
Yes, I guess. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't mind it as much as other people. The action is probably going to be pretty good because the other ones look pretty menacing.
Yeah. The Uncanny Valley is really working against the whole face and eye design, but I can get past that because it looks enough like a manga to like be like, okay, I get it.
The only thing I can't get past is probably the relationship that's going to happen in there.
You mean
like,
the human relationship?
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't mind it being human. I wish it was more action-based and showing romance in it.
Yeah. Well, every James Cameron thing is like action or kind of like historical drama mixed in with romance. Like Titanic, Terminator, True Lies, Avatar. They all have romantic subplots in them. So I could see where somewhere along the line there was a romance subplot included.
I guess so.
Yeah. But is that enough for Battle Angel?
I think so.
On to another great trailer, Ready Player One, which is probably a goldmine of Easter eggs that people will dissect for like whole years.
I guess. I don't know much about it.
Ready Player One is like this really great story from, I think, 2010 or 2011 about a virtual reality world.
Oh man, that was quick. Sorry. You said 2011?
Yeah.
So that's pretty quick, there being 5 to 6 years for this movie to get made.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because most books take longer to get made into movies.
Yeah, but Steven Spielberg was like, nope, I want this made a movie. And if Steven Spielberg says make it so, Hollywood kind of just does it.
What does he do?
Steven Spielberg worked on E.T. He's kind of produced other movies like Back to the Future. He produced Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like, he was the one who actually did most of the footwork to get the rights to put Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny in the same movie.
Oh, okay.
And like all the Universal animated characters, just a bunch of... Steven Spielberg has done work that made everyone's childhood pretty much.
So he's the one that does a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
He's the starter of Easter eggs.
Yeah, and he was like a prolific director during the 70s and 80s, which is great because this movie really focuses on 80s nostalgia in a world that's totally not demolished, but it's like a dystopia future where everyone's kind of focused on virtual reality and the internet, which really is kind of like a Black Mirror episode now because now everyone's so sucked into the Oasis and they're not really paying attention to the real world problems. The movie might steer away from the problems, and it looks like they're kind of fighting for net neutrality in the movie.
Oh, okay.
It looks like they're going for like freedom of the internet and freedom of everyone having fun and playing video games.
The impression that I got from this trailer was there being an egg, and I thought immediately, is this a Sword Art Online trailer? Like a live action trailer?
This is the Sword Art Online movie we probably not deserve, but I guess people want.
I'm not a huge fan of Sword Art Online, so
Neither am I.
This looks cool.
Yeah. This looks
I like a lot of the references, especially my favorite one was Akira.
Oh yeah.
And then Iron Giant.
That Akira bike has references on the reference. Like, there's a sticker for Greatest American Hero on that bike. And there's so many other cars in that scene. The race scene with the DeLorean, the Batmobile from the 66 series, there's the Mach 5. There's all these other cars and references.
You know what I was surprised that there was a reference to? Overwatch, because that's pretty new.
Yeah. And again, I think they're steering away from kind of a lot of the source material, because it focuses much more on the 80s. And the movie's like, no, let's throw in everything. Because you have the Iron Giant, which is a cartoon from like 98 or something like that.
And then there's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, there's the Suicide Squad version of Harley and the Joker.
And Deadshot.
And Deathstroke. Also, Gandalf is in there. Sub-Zero and Scorpion were there.
And then that Street Fighter character was in there.
Chun-Li. But Chun-Li, Street Fighter, kind of close to the 80s.
Okay.
It's like 90... Well, she was in the first Street Fighter, which was in the 80s. And then you have the Battletoads, Ninja Turtles.
Did you mention Chucky?
Chucky was in there. So is Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
It looked like Duke Nukem was in there. Just anything that Warner Brothers owns is going to be in this movie.
Oh, did you mention also Lara Croft?
Lara Croft was in there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this movie is going to be chock full of Easter eggs, references. Anything that's a video game?
Final Fantasy? Kingdom Hearts?
I don't think they'll go that far.
Oh.
That's all Disney and Square Enix.
So, they did Overwatch.
Yeah, Disney and Warner Brothers probably don't.
Do you think they'll do some World of Warcraft? It's Blizzard.
I think...
It's Overwatch.
I know, but who owns... Yeah, Blizzard would probably do that. Because, like, who did the Warcraft movie? I think it was Warner Brothers.
I'm not talking about the Warcraft movie.
I know, but if you have the rights
But if you have Overwatch, that means you have a lot of Blizzard stuff.
I know, but, like, if you own the movie rights to Warcraft, then you can put the Warcraft characters in the movie.
Which company is doing this?
It's Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. Harry Potter?
Yeah, Harry Potter could...
Woo!
I mean, they had Harry Potter and Lego Batman. I don't see why they would put him in this.
Sorry, I'm excited. Sorry.
Yeah. So you could have like the Wizard of Oz, Gremlins, maybe even Doctor Who. I don't know if that would that work?
With that?
I don't know, because
maybe you'll get a police box and floating in the air.
Maybe there'd be so many there were so man. Also, why is Tommy Wiseau the CEO of this company?
I think it's because I said something about it, right?
Yeah.
before the podcast, we were talking, and like his expressionless face reminded me of him, and I was like, "Is that him?"
Oh yeah, if you find the Easter egg, you get $500 billion. Actually, that would explain how Tommy Wiseau is so rich. He just has $500 billion. But yeah, I think that's it for Ready Player One.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, we have one last trailer to talk about. I think it was Jurassic World.
Oh, that one.
The Fallen Kingdom.
Is it weird that I'm not excited for it?
Nah. I don't think it's that weird.
Like, I mean, I'm over the love of Chris Pratt, really. Everybody loves him already, so I'm just like, I guess you can call me a hipster. I don't like when things get too popular or mainstream.
Yeah.
Then I'll just be like, yeah, I like it, but I'm not a huge fan about it now. And Chris Pratt is just, I don't know, in this, well, it's not really about Chris Pratt. I just feel the story is going in a different direction.
Kind of. I think it's weird to have a sequel to this movie that was so average, but immensely popular because people love average.
Nostalgia?
People love nostalgia and people love average. And I think it's weird to have such a...
It's like BVS and Justice League. Like, we were all excited for it, but it's not really what we want.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, because Justice League was pretty average.
Yeah.
But it didn't really strike off as well with audiences.
Like, it had one great moment, and that was it.
Yeah. And Jurassic World had like 2 or 3 really good moments, but it was pretty much just average, especially compared to the first movie, Jurassic Park. Like, Jurassic Park is quotable, and it could last the test of time. Mm-hmm. Jurassic World, I can't name a single character from the movie. I can name you only 2 memorable scenes, and then...
Martini guy?
Yeah. They got the 2 pina coladas, and then the part with the T-Rex and the flare.
I only remember Blue. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah. Even in this trailer, when Bryce Dallas Howard was like, Blue's still alive, I was like,
oh,
Blue?
Really?
What? That's a thing?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really can't remember anything from the last movie. I remember being happy about how, like, action-filled it was going to be.
Yeah.
I love movies with action. That's, like, I don't really care about the story. I like the explosion. I like the fighting. I like hand-to-hand combat kind of thing. And, like, I don't know how I feel about this one. Like, I really am looking forward to the action, but I don't know about the story. I honestly don't care about the like Chris Pratt's character in the movie. I'm like, y'all can die.
Yeah.
I won't care. I won't cry.
Technically, he should be dead from the smoke from the volcano.
And if he didn't die by the smoke, he should die by that fall.
Yeah. The smoke should have burned him up because it's super hot. And then that fall, he would definitely die from that fall.
Like, either by impact or by rocks.
Yeah. Chris Pratt's dead in this movie. I don't care what you say. He's dead in this trailer.
Unless he's immortal and has a celestial.
Yeah, he could still have that celestial power from Guardians.
This was before Guardians 2.
Jurassic World is just a dream Peter's having.
He's like, man, there wasn't enough Pac-Mans in there.
I just woke up from a nightmare. I was attacked by a giant Indominus Rex. What's an Indominus Rex? I don't know. I just made it up. Uh-huh. Actually, there might be a Indominus Raptor now. So Blue's going to fight a weird, super genetically enhanced
just
raptor.
let Blue die.
No, I like Blue.
I know, but I mean, like, it's gonna die. You know, she, right?
They're all females.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna die.
Yeah, leave it to women to ruin an island of dinosaurs. Am I right? Am I right, guys? No, I don't really mean that. It's kind of like short-sighted to like build your giant dinosaur park on a volcano, though.
I didn't even know that. Like, that was a thing?
Yeah, that's why they have to evacuate a bunch of the dinosaurs. There's this big debate on whether or not
I thought it was because people shot at it.
No. The volcano on the island is going to erupt. So all the dinosaurs are in danger. And there's a big debate about...
Oh, all over again.
Yeah, it's a big not theological. It's a big ideological and moral debate about whether or not to save this endangered species. And, what's his name?
I just remembered something from the first one, Jurassic World. The babysitter dies. That's all I remember.
Oh, yeah. Why does she die so horribly?
I know.
She gets it the worst.
I'm like, damn. I actually feel really bad for her.
Yeah. I don't know. That's another memorable scene from Jurassic World, I guess.
I was like, dang. I thought she was going to live.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Ian Malcolm, the guy from the first movie, a.k.a. Jeff Goldblum, he's there to speak on behalf of...
The dinosaurs?
I don't even know if he cares about them or not, but he's there to speak to some committee talking about the whole island of whatever Jurassic Park is. And he's going off about life finds a way and blah, 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 blah.
I like one of the lines he says because it could be taken 2 different ways. So like they were here before us, and if we're not careful, they'll be here after us.
Yes.
Which can be taken as they will either end up eating us or we'll become extinct and they'll start ruling all over again.
Yeah. It could be like a cautionary tale, which Jurassic Park, the whole series, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a cautionary tale, don't play God. And I think if you just let the dinosaurs die, everything will be okay. Except they stole the doctor away from Jurassic World. I just remembered that, so he can still make dinosaurs off the island. So maybe you get those dinosaurs to fight the new dinosaurs.
That'd be dumb.
No.
Why would you make dinosaurs to fight other dinosaurs?
And they could hook up machine guns to the old dinosaurs so they could fight the new dinosaurs. And then you get...
Why is this suddenly becoming... What's that? There was a cartoon about that.
Dino Riders?
Yes!
Yes. That's eventually what Jurassic World is going to be. It's Chris Pratt on a giant T-Rex with machine guns and lasers.
Was that what it was? What it was? I remember there was another one.
The one with the dinosaurs and they had armor. And
Yeah,
Dino Riders.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it was called. But yeah, Jurassic World, totally unnecessary, but still going to be a fun movie to watch. I think I'm going to eat a lot of popcorn and shut my brain off.
Well, I feel like for some reason I want to compare it to Indiana Jones. Like, because sometimes I really didn't care about what Harrison Ford was doing, just as long as he was doing something.
As Indiana Jones?
Yeah. Like action, like...
Yeah, we're kind of into those movies. We like movies that make us think, but at the same time we're like, no, just give me some popcorn, man. Let me watch this Indiana Jones 5 with...
But I feel like that's
80-year-olds.
not what's going to be like for Star Wars.
Oh yeah, Star Wars is going to be like really depressing and sad. Like The Last Jedi.
Like, I actually want to know what's going to happen there.
The Last Jedi is it's probably going to be really funny, but at the same time dark and depressing.
Yeah.
Just looking at old Luke Skywalker and being like, oh, this is sad.
You're going to die.
You're probably going to die. Yeah.
Okay. But anyways,
Anyway, is that it for today?
I think so.
I think that's it for today. Yep. So that's going to be it for our trailer talks for today. If you enjoyed this podcast...
Trailer trash talk.
Trailer trash talk? Like, we're trash talking all these trailers?
Probably. I don't know. Well, some of them.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, I'm excited for most of these movies.
Yeah.
Other things I'm kind of like, I guess I'll watch it later. Maybe when it hits Blu-ray or something.
I don't think we're going to watch any of these when they hit Blu-ray. I think we're going to watch them in theaters and be like, yeah, this was only good for once.
Yeah. Well, nah, Ready Player One I'll like. I know I'll like Into the Spider-Verse.
I'm like, I know we're going to watch Ready Player One. We're going to watch Alita. We're going to watch Spider-Verse. We're going to watch all of them in theaters. I'm not going to lie.
Except for Secret Warriors.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that.
You know, we'll let you know how we like them after we watch them.
Yeah. I already know I'm not going to like the soundtrack for it.
Oh,
for Secret Warriors.
Yeah, no, it's exactly DC Superhero Girls.
Like, I heard one of the songs while we were watching the trailer for, like, the announcement. I was like, no.
Yeah, just put your cape on, girls.
None of them have capes.
Good point.
I literally just thought of that. Captain Marvel doesn't have a cape.
The DC Superhero Girls, that's the song.
Oh.
Put your capes on, because they all have capes. Except Harley Quinn. And
no, Harley Quinn has a cape.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
She has a red cape.
Never mind. They all have capes.
I don't know. I don't watch it.
It's really a show for little girls. Like, that's all Secret Warriors.
If I had a little girl, I probably would watch it, though. Not
yeah,
gonna lie.
Marvel Rising is just for little girls. That's all it is. It's just being, it's shamelessly just trying to be that show for girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, if you enjoyed this podcast and you want to hear more from us, you can always like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Marco.
And I'm Andrea.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.